This is a general read for connections that are in separation. Something is telling me that there is a collective energy going on right now where there's a lot of us are going through the same thing. So it really doesn't matter whether you're in contact or not. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Okay, this is going to be for all signs. Anybody that resonates, think of a person. Maybe you have a soul connection with them. There's definitely some kind of romantic string between you and this other person. You're not in a commitment, but there's still some kind of energetic pull towards each other, right? So this is going to be for you. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This is good for all signs. If you're interested in a personal reading, please email me down below, behappybegoodwellness@gmail.com, or DM me. I will never reach out to you regarding a reading, so don't get scammed, okay? All right, let's tap in, guys. Let's see what's going on. I am going to do this as a two-parter on Instagram. The full reading will be on TikTok and YouTube, okay? All right, guys, this is what I feel for the collective right now. So I do feel like collectively there's a lot of emotions, okay? We just finished having that full moon in Libra. As you saw in my other videos, that Libra energy was really going to balance out everything within yourselves, everything with your relationships. I mean, it was about relationships, that moon. And we're in Aries season, and so Aries and Libra are opposing signs, right? And a lot of the emotions were just strength. That's what I feel, okay? A lot of people were really just shook by this moon emotionally. That's what I feel, okay? I do have the Nine of Cups and the Moon card here in reverse, all right? What I really feel like what's going on right now, I think a lot of people are coming more into like stable waters, okay? I do feel like, okay, this moon, we're done with hit, hallelujah. I think that it's the calm after the storm, you know, like, you know how everything's chaotic and emotional and, you know, you can't decipher what's left and right. I feel like we're out of that right now, and right now everything is very calm. It's like after a good cry or after like a good emotional release. I feel like that's where we're at right now, okay? And if you haven't quite gotten there and you're still in the chaotic energy and everything is all over the place, just know that the calm is coming, because that's what I feel. With the moon in reverse here, you know, the moon card is about illusion. It's about like illuminating what is hidden in the dark, right? But when it's reversed, I really feel like this is about things that are in the darkness, right? This is about needing to release the fear, needing to release the emotions, right? So I still think that there's still a few things that are coming to surface right now emotionally, right? I still feel like there's a little bit of insecurities. There's still like, I feel very like confusing, like push-pull energy, okay, when it comes to this connection. There's like some days everything seems like it's great, right? And then there's days that, oh my God, this is like the hardest thing I've ever experienced. I don't know what to do about it, right? In terms of this connection, I feel like, okay, yeah, I have more stable mindset, you know, about it, but it still just feels like so much like intensity, right? That's what I feel. I just feel like there's a lot of a collective energy of just being insecure about it. Like, okay, because it's not quite where you want it to be or where you think it should be right now, it's like throwing off like this trigger of like, oh my gosh, like what if they don't feel what I feel? Like what if I'm overthinking this whole thing, right? That's what I'm getting to. Okay, I got the Queen of Cups and Seven of Cups. I have a lot of cups. And I have the Eight of Cups. Oh my God. Lot of water energy here. A lot of emotions right now. It's funny because the Queen of Cups upright, literally, this is also a card about being stable. But you have that Moon card in reverse that's about not, like, you know, you're kind of repressing your emotions. But then Queen of Cups expresses emotions, right? So I really feel like this is a push and pull energy. This dynamic right now, this connection that's in separation right now, is literally a push and pull thing. It's like one day everything's great. The next day, oh my gosh, no, I'm in fear mode. Oh my God, no, nope, I can't do it. I don't want to say that. I'm overthinking. And then the next day, no, like everything's fine, right? I literally feel that right now. I literally feel like it's just a constant teeter-totter of emotions. The Seven of Cups, the Eight of Cups. Okay, Seven of Cups upright and the Eight of Cups in reverse here. I do feel like a lot of you guys are thinking about this connection in terms of, is this the right choice for me? is this really what I want, right? Um, I think that it's kind of scary a little bit. And so there's, again, I'm almost feeling too that although I think a lot of us collectively are afraid to make the choice, okay? The choices are there. There's plenty of opportunity, whether you decide to do this or not, right? To go back into this connection or not, there's going to be plenty of opportunity. But I think, again, with that push pull energy, there is something there that is still like trying to pull you in, right? Because I do feel with that Eight of Cups in reverse, like it's just it's avoidant energy, it's indecision. It's like, there's a feeling of like, if I don't take this opportunity with this connection with this person that you're thinking of, I'm gonna regret it. Like, there's something there that's supposed to happen, right? It's almost like, again, all I see in these cards is conflicting energy, like contradicting energy, right? It's wild, but that's the energy that I feel. Okay, the next two tarot cards that came out, I have the Empress in reverse and I have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse here. Okay, so I do feel like some of us, the collective energy, right? There's a little bit of anxiety. There's a little bit of being impatient, right? I really think that as of right now, if you're set on a timeline, or you're set on like, I need this to happen soon, like, or else, right? Or you know what? There's other opportunities. I'm just gonna go do that. It doesn't help anybody. You're just delaying. You're delaying this whole process, right? I really do feel like in terms of this connection, you guys are needing to learn the art of patience and needing to allow this to flow the way it's going to. Okay. Because if you force this, it's going to work against you. But also, if you don't take the opportunity, you could regret it. So it's like, well, what do you do, right? I know it's crazy, but that's just what the energy's saying. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse, this is about self-worth. What I'm feeling right now is that a lot of you guys are really trying to distract yourselves with like more the physicalities of life, That's what I feel. Some of you might just you're trying to invest your time in like your job, your career. And I do see that you guys probably think about each other while you're working. So it's like you try to distract yourself with work, but then while you're at work, you're thinking about this person. So I literally feel like there is never really a break with that push-pull energy. I think that you guys are constantly on each other's minds, even when you're trying to distract yourselves. Even when you're trying to say, oh, there's other opportunities out there, I can just move on. You know what I mean? I don't think you guys want to move on. Let's just be real here. I don't think this connection wants to move on, because you guys are constantly, again, the contradicting energy, like, yeah, everything's great, I'm stable, like, cool. And then it's like, wait, no, I'm hitting rock bottom. I can't. I'm feeling nothing but this person. I'm feeling nothing but these feelings. And what do I do with that? And then you go back like, nope, I'm cool. Like, everything's fine. Calm, cool, collected. Queen of Cups energy, right? And then you're like, wait a minute, but what do I do? I'm so indecisive. Like, you guys don't want to give each other up. But let's just be real here. There is this like concept of, again, like maybe wanting to rush into things, right? But then there's also like kind of, nope. It's like, let me take 2 steps forward. And as soon as you're about to take the like, okay, let's do this. Like, let's try this again. Something's like, nope, I'm going to take my step back. It's like pacing. Like, that's the energy I feel. It's like someone that's like, yes, I'm about to do this, right? And then they're like, nope, can't do it. That's the energy I literally feel right now in terms of this connection in separation. Okay. All right. I mean, love is love, right? And it has its challenges sometimes. So it's all right, guys. We got this. We're going to do this together. Okay. So let's, we're going to switch over to the Oracle deck here, the Love Oracle. Let's see what we have. Cards fell on the floor. I gotta pause it. Okay. So we got 3 cards fall on the floor. Let's see what we have. Reciprocity. I want to have equal give and take. Habits. I don't know if we will ever change. There's that indecisive energy. And ego. I let my pride get in the way of our connection. Yeah, y'all, there's just a lot of mental like thought happening right now in terms of this connection. Okay, there's a lot of back and forth. Like, I want this to work, I want to put the work into it, I want to make this as equal as possible, you know, but then it goes back, but I don't know if we're ever going to be able to do that. I don't know if it's ever going to be that way, right? And then it's like, I really just feel like the ego right now is fighting to be broken, right? Because like a lot of you are really trying to step into your intuition. Like, why do I feel this pull towards this person? Like, what is the reason behind it? I'm trying to understand more and not respond with the ego. I do think the ego initially, in terms of why you are separated, got in the way. So I do see that. But there is, again, there's this feeling of confusion and, you know, mental conflict of like, is this going to work? Will we actually heal and shift, like, if we do this again? You know, there's fear. Like I said, there's fear. There's that whole like, okay, I'm gonna do it, right? Energy, and then no, I'm not gonna do it. Like, just that's the energy I feel. Dishonesty came out. By lying, I ripped us apart. So I feel like for some, there was definitely things that should have been expressed that weren't. I feel like it's not necessarily like lying about like cheating. I don't feel cheating. I just feel like things weren't said the way that they should. Like, you should have come out and say it from the get-go or whatever. That's what I feel. I feel like it's more words that weren't expressed that should have been expressed. That's what I feel. Let's see what else. One more. Okay, two more came out. I have space. I need more time to think. Okay. So a lot of people right now, what I feel collectively in this energy, I mean, space is just probably the best as far as this connection goes, because of that teeter totter of emotions and not sure which way you want to go, and you feel one way one day and the next day you feel like you're not sure in terms of that. And then you have this ego that's still fighting to win, right? Versus your intuition. It's best to just continue to take the time and take the space. Again, not jumping ship, not like trying to be impulsive about anything. It's learning that art of patience, being able to flow with the situation versus like acting purely on your emotions, right? The last card that came out is Destiny. I'm struggling to find the right path. So it's back to that that energy of like, which decision do I make? Which choice? Which path do I go? Which cup do I pick? Right? I really think that if you are still pulled towards the situation, there's a reason. You maybe don't know the reason yet, but there's definitely a reason. Okay.